Orleans Saints just received a double dose of trade rumors, one coming from some ESPN insiders, the other from the latest reports around the National Football League, and we're going to break it all down right here on Saints Now, presented by Prize Picks. Starting off first with the ESPN insiders talking about Kayvon Thibodeaux potentially joining the New Orleans Saints. And why are we talking about this? Well, as ESPN pointed out, Kayvon Thibodeaux, right now, he's the third edge rusher in New York behind Brian Burns and Abdul Carter. You also have to acknowledge the fact that Arvell Reese is a part of the mix as well. And for the right price, maybe, just maybe, New York is willing to move off of a very high pick they had just a couple of years ago, but a player who quite frankly hasn't lived up to expectations since coming out of Oregon. So let's go through the latest buzz around Kayvon Thibodeaux, because he is set to play on his fifth-year option for the New York Football Giants. And according to sources, Thibodeaux has impressed the new coaching staff this offseason. And for what it's worth, I do think that's an important aspect here. If the coaching staff came in and wasn't really impressed with Kayvon Thibodeaux, I'm sure they would be much more eager to move him. That also being said, it could be something just to drive the price up. But the Saints, they were interested in Kayvon Thibodeaux in the draft. They were the team that showed the most interest. They had a lot of conversations. The Saints were willing to offer a fourth. The Giants wanted a second. And that's why the Saints ultimately pivoted to Tyree Wilson later in the draft. Now let's go to Jordan Renan, a Giants reporter, around what the buzz is in the offices over for the New York Giants. You can never have enough pass rushers is something you've consistently heard from Coach Harbaugh and the Giants this offseason. This tells me that they really like the idea of having a ton of pass rushers in the mix. This also tells me that they're not eager to get Kayvon Thibodeaux out of New York, but for the right price, maybe that's something that could be considered. Now, Jeremy Fowler of ESPN threw out this trade idea. Again, this is not my trade idea. This is Jeremy Fowler's trade idea. Kayvon Thibodeaux